I'm just a passionate player, competitive player out there, and I got a lot of confidence in my guys. So whenever they shoot shots and they miss ones that I know they can make, it's a little, but I still continue to put that battery in their back.
You love that phrase, don't you guys, this year, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
What does it mean? Put the battery in the back. What does that mean?
Just giving the next man confidence. That's exactly what it means. Putting that battery in another man's back. It's just giving him confidence. Instilling the belief in another guy that he can do whatever he puts his mind to.
JB, your role has changed in so many different games. There's been times where you've just had to be a defender. There's been times where you've had to take the lion's share of shots. Today you were the distributor with a double-double.
Yeah.
Talk about how you've been able to switch your role game to game depending on the matchup and what your team needs.
Yeah, for me, I just read the defense. I check the vibes of how we're playing on the court. I seen a lot of guys was coming in and making shots. Nike was off to a hot start, so for us, like I told y'all before, we just like to feed the hot man, and we had a bunch of them tonight.
Greg wasn't able to get going over the last few games here, but he has season high today.
Yeah.
What was that like getting him going, and again, feeding a guy like that and playing off of his energy?
Yeah, it was big to have him, back in his groove. He's a lethal shooter. He's a specialist, and I told him earlier in the week that he's special when it comes to shooting that three ball, and he got to keep doing it regardless if it goes in or not.
Go ahead, Noel.
You guys had 20-plus points off of turnovers today. How nice was that? That's an area where you guys haven't necessarily capitalized on in every game. How nice was it for you guys to really make the most off of opportunities on others' mistakes?
Yeah, for us, that's something that we would like to do more. Get out and transition and get downhill and find our shooters. We've been unfortunate in a couple of games to not be able to do that, whether that's rebounding, some foul trouble, those few things. But today we were able to get out and really capitalize.
Look past that rock.
2 road wins in a row right here, both by double digits, coming off of that loss to Duke. What do you think you've learned from that Duke loss, and how have you applied it over these last couple of games here?
Yeah, first of all, we just got to play hungrier. We felt like there were some 50-50 balls that we didn't get our hands on that could have really changed the game. Taking charges, it was a big emphasis for us moving away from that game to give us, more possession. So we was able to, execute some of those things in these past 2 games. Yeah. That most definitely, those guys came in and gave us a tremendous boost. We continue to put the batteries in each other's back, so they know when they come in, they got to bring that energy and put forth the best effort that they can out there on the floor. We especially needed that today, and we appreciate that.
You got, I think it's 2 or 3 coming up in front of the Zoo here. Mm-hmm. What's that going to be like, getting back in front of them, knowing that you guys are on a bit of a roll here and getting to see the Zoo rocking?
Yeah, last time we were in our home arena, we were on break. The students were back, so we're hoping that the Zoo shows up and shows out like they have been. Thank you so much.